Da 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 da. Hello, Huge Movie Fanatic Nate, stopping on by. This time I'm not reviewing a movie, but I'm reviewing a movie-related toy. This really cool thing that I could not pass up. If you've watched some of my other reviews, you'll know that I've really tried to, just having collected movie junk and stuff over the last, years and decades and stuff, I'm really, as a last several years, really trying to cut down on junk collecting. But this thing, they keep making junk, those bastards, and this thing just, I could not, especially at the price I found it for, I could not get this. So I'm coming at you here to do a little video on this. I don't know the outfit that makes it. I'll put it on the screen, the name of the outfit that makes it. But this really cool 1989 Batmobile that actually comes in a box, and it actually comes with a little, I assume, scale miniature Batman figure of also pretty much Batman 89. And it's really funny because I found, I was originally at a hobby store and I saw the Batmobile loose and they wanted like 25 bucks for it, and they just had it in a display with several Batmobiles, these 89 Batmobiles. And I was like, oh man, really cool. And what I often do if I find something, in a store or something like that, I'll go online and see if I can find it any cheaper. And I, of course, when I did that, I realized that they offered it online with a figure option as well, this little kind of metal figure as well, and it was like $5 cheaper. And then the price went up on that, and I'm just like, damn it! I was able to, at the risk of plugging Target once again, I was able to find this at Target for $20, and I think for being like a die-cast freaking toy and a really nice replica, die-cast toy replica of the 1989 Batmobile from the movie, I mean, 20 bucks, and in particular with a little figure option, a little figure that comes with it, is just really pretty damn good price. So I could not pass it up. But the only thing that, the figure is actually really cool, and the only thing, of course, that about the figure that's not correct in being 1989 Batman is, it's a really cool detail that his head is turned to the side. But of course, we all know in the 1989 Batman that is not something that was, something that he couldn't do in the costume. That's the famous just frickin', turn your whole body to turn your head Batman. And that's the only complaint probably that I could find about this, car slash figure set, that Batman in fact does have his head kind of turned to the right a little bit, which is something that obviously, as I said, he couldn't do in that particular movie. But that aside, the Batman that comes with it is really cool. It's like it's like a metal body and kind of more of a rubberish cape. But when I got this thing, I didn't. I pretty much figured I'd have them standing next to it. But when you get it with the figure, it really kind of completes. Like if you just had it without the figure, the car. I mean, this car is really cool, but having the figure stand next to the car or in front of the car, it really kind of completes the thing. The whatever the completes the completes the image, and it's really kind of cool. So let me get on with this little bit of a review. This Batmobile is really cool because it has several features. One of the least cool options, of course, is the you've actually got an opening trunk here in case he wants to go on a Bat vacation and put his Bat luggage inside. You've got an opening trunk there, and it kind of reveals a little bit of the stuff, but the intricacies not that intricate with the stuff in there. So I'll show you the kind of the least cool thing first, which is that the tail lights are actually painted red, which looks great. I mean, this whole thing is just so cool, and the reason I got it, of course, I haven't said it yet, is I regard the 1989, which of course shows up in the next Batman movie, Batman Returns, as well. That Batmobile is just being my all-time favorite Batmobile across, anything, just freaking comics that I've seen or TV show or all the movies. I think that this is just, for me, the best Batmobile that'll probably ever exist, in my opinion, for the rest of my life. So another detail it has is really kind of cool and unexpected, is the cockpit roof will in fact slide forward just as it does in the movie, so people can get in and out of it. And for a $20 toy at this scale, when you look into the cockpit, you're really surprised at how much detail they do kind of manage to pull off inside the cockpit itself. obviously, the Batman just being a metal figure and just being in one position, he's not going to obviously fit into the cockpit, but it is cool to be able to have that option. Who knows, maybe you'd want to display Batman next to the car with the cockpit open. I personally don't like to, but it's an option. And then what I would regard as probably the coolest feature about this vehicle, the toy version, is of course, the machine guns. When I first showed it to you, it's just no machine guns, but the gun things covered up, and you can actually have an option to turn the kind of machine gun covers, if you will, over to reveal the machine guns, which is really, really, really cool. Obviously, in the movie, we've seen as he, sped into the Axis chemical plant, the kind of machine gun covers just went and just kind of shot off, and the machine guns would raise from underneath. Well, this gives you the option to just basically rotate the machine gun covers like this, and then on the other side will be the machine guns. So that's a really cool, little added feature to be able to display the car. I've been finding myself displaying it just with the, the covers exposed and not the guns, but obviously, you could you display it in whatever way you think looks best. I mean, obviously it looks best, looks good both ways, but and again, I think I'll display it with the machine guns being sunken into the car, and just with the covers kind of being that way, it just looks more flush with everything like that. But yeah, I just wanted to do a little video on this Batmobile, which, it's got, I think these are more or less rubber tires. I think they're rubber tires. I'm just going to basically go out on a limb and say that the tires are rubber, and if you like rolling cars, it does roll, obviously. But yeah, this is just, I saw this, a couple weeks or months ago or whatever, and just kind of, researching it from then on out, and I was able to find it at Target for $20, and I'm just like, wow, I got this displayed pretty prominently these days, and it's been looking at it every day, and it just, the 12-year-old, that's how old I was when the movie came out, comes out of me every time I see this, and just go, wow, what a freaking awesome design. So I think this review, this video has kind of gone on long enough, but as you can see, I can't stop looking at this thing. I just think it's the coolest Batmobile ever, so feel free to let me know what you think of this Batmobile. Oh, in the comments, another thing that I forgot to mention is the same outfit who produced this Batmobile, for what I can tell, basically, if you've liked other Batmobiles more, from what I can tell, they've actually produced pretty much every Batmobile, even the 1960s television show, and the crappy one that came out in Batman Forever, and then the whatever, I think pretty much all the Batmobile, oh, the Tumbler I think they're making as well, and all the Batmobiles from the movies and stuff, I think, that have come out, like the Justice League and, the Superman versus Batman Batmobile, and all the different Batmobiles, I think the same outfit is putting out in this kind of same scale, and I think they all come with the respective figures and stuff. So if you guys like, other Batmobiles more, or in addition to this one and stuff, those are also buying options as well. I don't think I'll obviously be probably getting any more. I mean, Tumbler's kind of cool, and I actually do kind of like some of the more Ben Affleck, Batmobiles to a certain extent. I don't think I'll be buying any other Batmobiles, as I said, because I'm trying to limit my purchasing of junk, but those options are definitely available. So thank you very much for watching this video, and as always, we'll catch you on the next one.